So for this one, I did footmen in blue and red, and I'm not disappointed because in earlier ones I was expecting like stick figures, just a blue colour, but it's actually footmen. They're just nicely coloured blue, and if we look on this side, nicely coloured red. Let's get started. A little bit of rocky. And we're about to hit, and we shall slow. Zoom out. See this effect. I am now hitting real time. So I've left it to 24,000. It's quite a big battle actually, so just 24,000 characters. It's a nice pattern on the map. Even sides. You can pick a side, red or blue. Who do you think's going to win? At the moment, it's almost even. It really could go down either side. They're trying to outflank each other. So it's stretching, but they can only do that so far until they run out of troops, and then one side tries to outflank. In this case, this side is the red with the blue trying to reinforce. The centre, that's what usually happens in these battles, has the major army with their reinforcements at the back, not doing much. If we look now on the other flank, as it thins out, let's have a look. So the blue is being outflanked here, it's the red, which is what usually happens. It's now down 3,000, and they're still evenly matched. Almost nothing in it. Team 2 has is slightly losing, almost, but no, then it's evening out again. It really is that close. I'm watching it carefully, it's going up and down very closely. Even if it seems to get ahead on one point, and it evens out. So it's going to go down to the last few at this rate. Unless one side can outflank, take out a few extras, and then the momentum is gathered. But now the blues are outflanking the red here. So the red are having to reinforce, which should indicate that on the other side, the blue will be outflanked. Yep, and the red are pushing with the blue having to reinforce. And that's what's making this one evens. So this is actually a really good evens battle. But as we can see, Team 2 has now got a few more. They're about 100 ahead now. So the gap is beginning to grow, because there's still a lot of troops on the field. And the blue are about to be encircled here because they're not reinforcing. They're more concentrated about that central part, that they're going to let these blues get killed off, not reinforce, and then they're going to be encircled on this side. Let's see how the reds then just take out another pocket. I split off this end of blues. While continuing to encircle them. So the blues are losing on this side. Although if you look at the numbers again, it's still relatively even. Only one side got 100 more. So it could still go either way. At the centre, because they're fighting at the same spot, it's creating that sort of hill going up, so they're actually having to fight upwards over dead bodies, and that's the whole, basically creating a ridge line all the way along, and it's a long battlefield. So I think it was good for me to do it at 24,000 rather than say 50,000. If I did it say like for 1 million troops, I could be doing this for like 2 hours or whatever. That's too much for me. I want to get recordings out for you to see smaller sort of battles. I've seen other people do the big battles. They really put, all the assets into it, all, phalanx against so many bugs or Romans or zombies, or they make it really lots of characters, phalanx and tanks and soldiers against a million zombies and so on. But those battles can take quite a long time. And because I'm also doing the noise issue on the volume controls at the moment, these are battles I think is quite long anyway. So it's been going on for what, 5 minutes or so now already. And it's down to half. There we are, we've passed the 12,000 mark. The blues should be encircling the reds on this side. The numbers are now, the gap is a bit bigger on team 2. Instead of being 100 ahead, they are now 200 ahead, 300 ahead. On this side, the blues are trying to reinforce. One side now has got 10,000, the other side under by 400 or 500. So the gap is widening. When one side does that, then if the other side can't recover or hold up a flank, like here, they're just going to get swamped eventually. Because it just says Team 1 and Team 2, unless you know which side or which colour it is, which I'm not sure at this stage anyway, then it's going to be that side that wins at this rate. It's about 400 or 500 ahead on one side. The reds are taking it out again, and they're just literally going to encircle, cut off a unit, and then slaughter them and then move on. Or the case is move in, actually. Yep, they're splitting them here like 1, 2 little groups. This little group again. Blues are reinforcing. Now, if the blues can kill this section of the reds, they'll have reinforcements, but they're using reinforcements. On this side, reds are being slaughtered. So these reds can come in, but the blues have got some reinforcements here. Handle this. We'll see what's going on quickly before doing that. Just to see what's going on this side. This side, the blues are being tried to encapsulate, but the reds have got a lot, and they're taking them out in the centre. So they're about to take out the blues. And as we can see, they're just going to take out the blues here. Even though they've got a force of blues here. Reinforcements from red will just keep these at hold while the reds try to encircle the centre. It's still quite full in the middle. We'll just check the other side now. The blues are trying to encircle, take out the red. One side is now down to less than 5,000. And the other side's got 600-700 more. So it looks like that side is going to win regardless. But we will have to see by how many. As you can see, like I said, it goes up every 100 here, 100 there. It does make the difference. In this case, it's a numbers attrition game. So one side is getting to 4,000. And the other side still got 700, 600 more. And it's coming into the night. So this big army have been fighting all day. So it might be a little hard to tell the colours. This looks like the red side, and they are encircling the blues now in the centre. Blues are desperately trying to reinforce so they don't get encircled fully. Their central line has depth, so do the reds. And the blues are encircling the reds, but they're holding their own. If they can split them, there's plenty of red reserves, then they've got a chance of taking out a section. So that's quite heavy, solid fighting at this side. Go back to the other side again. This is really encircling now. So it looks like the blues are losing because they're having to really reinforce. Because the reds are really trying to encircle them. They've now almost taken out that side, trying to encircle them, so they're splitting off reserves. I'll take out this side while pulling in troops to keep on encircling. So they're extending this line. So even though the blues are reinforcing, the reds are definitely just pushing on this side. The lines are getting thinner. This side is almost completely, though solid, is still being fought over. Same side sort of thing again with the blues, but if you look at the numbers now, one side is losing slowly, and that's at 2,800. The other one's at 16, 17, 1,800 now. Now still against 600 less. It's a big push on this side. The sides are joining up into the middle. Both sides are encircling, so it's going to come down to the finer two body masses. Be interesting to see if units from this side have to reinforce there or come here, like this side is doing now already. Blues are having to force the split to stop being encircled. They're having to take some reserves, though they've got the numbers on this side. So they're holding the reds on this side. The reds on this side are also having to push back the blues on this side, which makes it look like the blues have got a lot. Because the reds are fighting now, making a new line across the old battle lines. So they've formed a new line at 90 degrees. And they're trying to encircle each other now. And they're down to the last one, is down to the last 1,000. The other's down to the last 1,700. So they're 800 up now compared to the other side. And it looks like the blues have got it. They've got more troops on this side. Medium troops, equal on this side. More blues on this side. If it's blues on both sides, it's the reds that are losing quickly. So it's only a matter of how many blues are left. So the reds are going to get swamped on this side soon. They could get split in two somewhere around here. I'll try to reinforce on both sides. We'll just zoom out to have a look at that. If they can punch through the centre, they'll split them because there are only 300 left. Looks like the blues have got 1,200. So it's 4-1 at this point. So it's pretty a foregone conclusion at this stage. Reds are trying to reinforce, but they're getting encircled completely now. They're just down to the last company or so. So it was a really good evens battle, but like I said, as it goes on, and 1 and 2 and 10 and 20 and 100 go, then the battle keeps on going, 2, 3, 400, and at this stage they're going to end up with more than 1,100 troops left compared to the enemy side. So that was a good battle basically, but I would call it also a Pyrrhic victory, where the cost was too high, almost too high. This was like a real battle and they were trying to win. Killed so many of their own troops. And there's the pattern it made. That's it. Thanks for watching.